It's Dre from Dogwit, and today we're going to talk about leash laws. How do you know if your dog can go off their leash? Most municipalities have designated off-leash areas. These areas are clearly marked with signage letting you know that it's a-okay for you to let your dog off a leash. When you're using an off-leash area, you want to make sure to respect the space, clean up after your dog. You want to make sure that your dog has a good level of skill so that they can come back when called. If you are in an area that does not have a clearly posted sign designating it for off-leash use, you are in an on-leash area. Your dog must remain on their leash. This includes fields and public parks, pathways, and neighborhoods. Your dog needs to be on their leash at all times. Even if your dog is super friendly and really well trained, it still has to stay on a leash. So why is it so important to follow these guidelines? Well, some dogs are really uncomfortable when another dog approaches them off leash. Even if your dog is really bouncy and friendly and very well trained, it may put the other dog on the defense. That dog might be afraid, that dog might be uncomfortable. And so to keep your dog, that dog's owner, and yourself safe, please keep your dog on a leash. Just like there are dogs who are uncomfortable when they are approached by an off-leash dog, there are a lot of people who feel this way too. There are people with a fear of dogs. There are people who are maybe just a little unsure. They deserve to be able to walk the pathways and walk through our public parks without fear. Another reason to keep your dog on a leash is the mess factor. These are areas where kids play in the grass. These are areas where families want to have a picnic together. We want to make sure that these areas are free from your dog's landmines so that folks can enjoy our public spaces. So please, keep your dog on a leash. Now friends, it is very important to note that I am not a musician. But this topic is so dear to me and so important to me that I wrote us a little jingle, something that we can sing at the top of our lungs as we walk through the parks with our dogs, something that we can share far and wide so that everybody knows when they can let their dog off a leash. If you don't see an off-leash sign, keep your dog on a leash. Keep your dog on a leash. Oh, it's a #1 hit for sure. The long and the short of it is, keep your dog on a leash. There are wonderful off-leash areas that you can go and let your dog wander and explore and run and play. But if you do not see a posted sign, please respect your community, respect your neighbors, respect the parks, respect the leash laws, respect your dog. Keep your dog on a leash. We'll see you next time.